Hey, what is up, everybody? Stevie Breech coming to you with another video here. It looks like our dream match for WrestleMania 27 Atlanta. We're not going to be getting Undertaker against Sting. The rumors are right now is that Sting is not in talks with WWE at all. That both sides have strong interest in each other, but for some reason they're not talking. All in all, a lot of people are dreaming for this match, and even though it looks like the 21-11 guy is going to be the Undertaker. People out there still have hope, still have dreams, or they're believing that Sting still can be there. They think that Undertaker's going to be there, and that Sting is going to come out and ruin his return. Um, all in all, I'm saying that I'm not thinking this is going to happen. I think the WWE is moving in another direction. I think that they are strongly looking to see what is going to help WrestleMania. I don't believe that WrestleMania is going to be horrible. People are, already jumping ship on WrestleMania that since they're not getting Sting and the Undertaker, nothing's going to be able to save it. People are saying there's no reason to even order this show. Come on, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. They're always going to pull some strings to find something to come out of there. This is not going to be as bad as WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 11, WrestleMania 13. All in all, I bet if you went to those shows, you loved them. If you lived in the time of WrestleMania 2, I'm sure it was a big deal. I know when you pop it in and you watch it now, you're like, I don't know about this, man. 11 has a lot of holes in it. That the roster at the time wasn't at its best. WrestleMania 13, if you look at the names on the card, um, it looks like it would be a great show. When you go back and you watch it now, you see that a lot of the names weren't where they were yet. But good stuff. But all in all, I am jumping ship on Sting. I was on the board. I jumped on with everybody else, but it looks like we're gonna get Hunter and Undertaker. That's my dream. That's what I've been pushing for all along. I think that's gonna give WWE its main event match. By main event, I mean the last match on the card. I think that the story is easily, you made my friend retire last year, and I want to get my revenge. I think that Hunter and the Undertaker gives you your best match. Undertaker for the last 2 years has had strong, real wrestling matches. I mean, match of the year for any promotion, him and Shawn, and I think that WWE likes that. For Undertaker, I think that it gives him a great way to end WrestleMania, and it moves Undertaker away from gimmick matches that he's going to work probably the rest of the year anyways. But it gives Undertaker something to stamp on his career, to say that this guy really could work and he knew what he was doing in the ring, and he's one of the best that WWE has to offer. All in all, it looks like WWE can go a couple different ways. I mean, nothing's really set in stone. It looks like we're going to get, for the World Heavyweight title, it looks like we're going to get Edge and Del Rio. Good wrestling match. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not going to end the card. I mean, they're going to call it one of their 3 main event matches. You always have your 2 title matches, then you have your Taker match, unless Taker's involved inside the title matches. But I don't think Taker's going to be involved in the title scene, and I don't think there's really a way because he's debuting after the Elimination Chamber. So Del Rio already has a shot. So I don't know. That's not going to happen. Then you got there's a whole bunch of things, but it looks like the Miz is going to be the champion. There's no way. I mean, you could have Lawler uh, beat the Miz at Elimination Chamber, but then you need to have an emergency title change the next night on Raw. I don't know if that means that they would put it on somebody else and move away from the Miz in another direction. Like you could have Orton, or you could have Cena beat him, and then he's the champ, and then they move on to see who he's gonna fight. But all in all, I think it's gonna be the Miz and Cena. It makes sense because Cena's able to chase the championship, beat the Miz, and you get to have WrestleMania on a high note with John Cena, the Hulk Hogan of today, Super Cena, holding up the belt, and I think that's all in all. I mean, Cena's only gone into WrestleMania one time and not won the belt. As far as I can remember, that was the year that Orton escaped with it after he pinned Triple H. Um, but I think that's not a good enough way to end it. I think Miz has had a great year, and I think that he's really improved. I think he's showed a lot of doubters about the Miz that he can really do this, and he's there for a reason. I mean, you don't become the WWE champion for nothing. And the guy can draw heat, the guy can wrestle, and he deserves it, but he doesn't deserve to be in the main event yet. So I think that's why you have to go with Triple H and Taker. I'm hoping that they're moving away from Barrett And the Undertaker, Barrett's another guy that's had a great year. Nexus burned strong. He was the backbone of Nexus. He was the guy that held the mic for all the interviews. He was there. You can sort of see that the weeks that he had his green card problems back in the early days of Nexus, that Nexus was falling apart and looked like they were going to pull the plug on it. But then luckily, I think Vince was able to spread some money around and fix that for it was Barrett and McIntyre at the same time and get those visa problems. It's pretty funny that in the same week, two visa problems for two wrestlers got fixed, and nobody really drew any attention to what the hell was going on. But obviously, I think Vince did something about that. But Undertaker needs somebody, WWE needs somebody, and I think it just comes together. That's the easiest storyline. There's talks that Shawn Michaels would do something at WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to be the guest host. I would love it, love it, love it, love it if The Rock was the guest host of WrestleMania. I would hope that it's not Shawn. I think that they have something bigger for Shawn. Shawn being a guest enforcer or maybe even a guest referee in this match, you would think he has strong ties towards Triple H from the DX days, and you would think that he would have some sort of ill feelings towards Taker for ending his career. But all you have to see how the storyline progresses. It's like an onion when you peel back to get to the heart, the core of the onion, and I think it would be a great match, great storyline if you just did that. I mean, you get three of the biggest names in there. That's a great way to main event it. I don't think anybody out there is going to doubt that Triple H and Taker would be a great match. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the last time these guys had a match. So I mean, it's something that people would want to see. I mean, they're very very good at keeping people away from each other for a long time to build up to a great match. I mean, it's hard to believe that Taker and Shawn hadn't had a match since the Royal Rumble days. When Shawn hurt his back when he fell on that casket. I mean, it was impossible. They kept those guys away, two of the biggest names that it be for that long. So all in all, I think this saves WrestleMania, even though I don't think it needs saving. But there's your main event, Triple H and Taker. Let me know if that would help. You think bring some buys? I think it would be great. And there's nothing against anybody else. I don't think that to knock Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett had a great year, and I don't mean to knock the Miz. They had a great year as well, but there's no way neither one of those guys deserves to be in the main event at WrestleMania, and I don't think anybody doubts that.